All right, so we're in Japan, not the Philippines, as I said in my last video, but I'm gonna tell you why. I have failed as a full-time content creator so far, and this video is to share 5 learnings that I'm taking away and what I'm doing to fix them. The whole point of this channel is to move before you feel ready. And what I mean by that is showing the process, in my case as a content creator, the highlights, the lowlights, so people can apply this to either their business or to try something new that they've been wanting to try but been a little bit too scared to do. So let's get into the first one. The first one is to close any open loops that have your brain in a mental fog. After these 4 weeks of travel, my brain wanted to fixate on all the incomplete tasks that I had. My brain wanted to post everything chronologically, which doesn't make sense because most of y'all aren't going to watch it chronologically. If you're creative, you probably know what I mean. Let me know in the comments if that is you. So what I had to do is to close some of those loops, and some of them were pretty simple. It wasn't jumping straight into the heavy editing in a video. It was editing photos to send to my friends that I was traveling with to signal to my brain, okay, this is over, I can step into the next thing. When I got on the next plane, I actually cranked out a video, and after that I was getting more momentum, more ideas, more inspiration to continue the process and showing to myself that I could actually do this job. The second one is in regards to vacation and work. In the last 4 weeks I've been traveling with 2 friends, one in the Philippines and one in Japan, and I've learned that they are in vacation mode and I'm trying to work. That's not conducive to my output. Despite setting expectations at the very beginning before we even started the trip, naturally you're going to want to be able to hang out with your friends and maximize your time. I taking full accountability of not being able to follow through on the boundaries that I set because I wanted to just spend time with my friends and maximize that trip. The easy solution is don't travel with friends that are vacationing, but that's not fun and nobody wants to hang out with that type of person. So simplify your output. In my case, I was so fixated on capturing all these clips of this product that just show kind of what it feels like to travel and the excitement that goes with it. What I would do differently is rather than focusing on the videos, take photos. The ability to edit photos on the fly on your phone is much easier than having to be behind your computer and edit videos from your camera, because I could use different sets of photos to then reach out to brands and just show the quality of my work. And then the videos can come afterwards, especially in different proposals. The third takeaway that I had was flexibility is costly. Last year, I was free-spirited because I was on a sabbatical. I was just going with the flow, enjoying life. But this year, I'm treating this as a job. The issue, because in the past 4 weeks, we've been trying to go with the flow, kind of see where to go next, but it's been costly in terms of time and money. Instead of using that time at the end of the day to edit and kind of organize my content, which is just a drain mentally as well when you're trying to figure out all those logistics. What I'm doing differently now is kind of twofold. Is having an itinerary, like a basic skeleton that has checkpoints with some flexibility in between. The second piece to that is it's difficult to have a routine when you're traveling, but you can set up a home base somewhere for 3 to 5 days and create a small routine and be able to reset mentally, physically, and emotionally. So finding the balance between going with the flow, but also having some itinerary to stick to and commit to has been really helpful for content creation. The fourth thing is that insecurity is an ego trap. I learned recently from listening to a podcast with Gary Vee that he said all insecurity is ego. And I felt that to my core because I am insecure, especially coming from a job where I knew everything about the field. I was the go-to person in my department. Now into a creator role where I know nothing, I'm a beginner, and I want to be the expert immediately. This level of perfectionism has really crippled my output. And so I keep hearing embrace the cringe, success is on the other side of cringe. And I'm learning that slowly because I'm here in a park with people clearly looking at me, watching me, what am I doing? And I've been practicing even recording on my phone in busy places so I can just get over that hump of being or feeling ridiculous, because in order to be successful in what I'm doing, I have to be able to do things publicly as well as be comfortable in front of the camera no matter what. And so the way that I'm addressing this is twofold. First one is practicing talking to camera, especially off script, because I have bullet points right here. I find when I use any type of AI to kind of formalize a script, I hyper focus on the next line and making sure it sounds right, which then doesn't come off authentic at all. So what I'm doing right now is talking to camera, getting it all out, and then I'll edit after the fact to kind of make it a little bit more concise. The second thing that I'm doing to address the insecurity bit is that it's something I learned in corporate. Before you go into a job, you typically are paired with somebody that actually already knows what they're doing, and they're kind of like taking you under their wing to kind of show you kind of the ropes, and you learn based on their mistakes and talking to other people and hearing from their mistakes. And I haven't done that here. I'm trying to figure it out all on my own. And so what I'm trying to do now is reach out to people on Threads, Instagram, different platforms to collaborate, just to hang out, to learn from them, but also to offer what I have to offer in terms of my talents. So right now, it's just been a lot of outreach, but as that all unfolds and I meet people, I plan to show y'all the outcome. I'm curious for anybody that is watching, if you're starting a business, if you're trying a new hobby, or maybe you're trying to be a content creator, let me know as well down below. Fifth thing I think is the most important and can also be applied to anything business related, and that is time over quality. Now my time is not just about showing people what I'm up to. My time is directly correlated to my finances and how I'm going to make this successful. So I need to spend my time effectively and prioritize what translates to dollars. If I'm just spending my time creating cool content and not reaching out to brands, not putting together a portfolio, not putting myself on different platforms and promoting myself so people can see me, then I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing as a full-time content creator. That has been a pretty big wake-up call in terms of time blocking certain things so that if it's not done by this specific time, then that's how it finishes. That's how I put it out. That also means recording more on my phone to be able to simplify the whole process and get more output. So those are the 5 things. This is partly also for me to hold myself accountable. For the next video, I'm going to show you what the progress has been on these 5 things and what the outcome has been and the process of everything. So that will come in 2 weeks, and I'm going to hold myself to that deadline. I'm so grateful for everyone who's been following me up until now, for their support, for their appreciation, and all the people I've met on my travels sharing their story and kind of the importance of showing the struggle, especially in a world right now where there's just a lot of AI trying to over-glamorize things and social media just showing a lot of the highlights. It means a lot to hear that feedback and to hear that it resonates. But yeah, on to the next one. I'll see you guys afterwards. Peace.